Hello, my name is Logan Reynolds. Welcome back to Pancake Grip and Electric on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to take a look at my year working as a freelance commercial gaffer in 2024. I'll be breaking down the types of jobs I had into categories and looking at how many days I spent working in each category. I made a similar video last year and I'll be referencing some of those statistics here. If you'd like to go back and watch the video from the 2023, here's a link. The single biggest change that will impact my numbers is that I did no feature films this year. In 2024, my shift was on the commercial market and I had a total of 110 paid days on set. That does include scout and travel days. If I made money on labor, I counted it. That is down from 124 days on set last year. This means that I spent the entirety of my year working on short-term jobs. I would generally say I work 1 to 3 day jobs. However, in 2024, there were multiple longer 4 and 5 day commercials. These 110 days came from a total of 60 separate jobs. I broke these jobs down into categories: corporate, commercial, and creative. I categorize corporate jobs as some of the most straightforward shoot and can oftentimes be kind of dry. These tend to be the inside of an office building, boring white conference room type of thing. Usually they're an interview and B-roll jobs, and I spent a total of 33 days working on corporate jobs. That is up from 13 days of corporate jobs in 2023. Commercial jobs are usually trying to sell or promote a product. These are usually scripted and or storyboarded projects. They tend to be a little more creative than the corporate work, and there's usually more clients and agency folks on set who need to approve the visuals. I spent a total of 56 days on set working on commercial jobs. Creative jobs are what I classify as what tend to be the most fun ones. These are short films, documentaries, music video, and experimental projects. Most passion projects tend to fall into this category, and they can be on the lower end of the budget range. You tend to have some really great people on set. Everyone's working towards a common goal, and these can oftentimes be some of the funnest ones. I worked 21 days on creative jobs in 2024, which is only slightly less than my 2023 count at 17 days. So where do I work? I did a fair bit of driving this year. In last year's review, I had a whole category for Seattle work because it seemed like I was driving up there once a month during the busy months. In 2024, I only worked 2 jobs in Seattle. I feel like I made up for it though in travel all around Oregon and Washington. I had worked on the southern Oregon coast, Washington coast, I worked in Eugene, Medford, and I even got myself into a job in the Washington mountains in December. In total, 12 of the 60 jobs took me out of town for work. And if you'd asked me, I would have guessed more. I guess they're more mentally and emotionally taxing having to leave town for a few days, and thus it feels like a bigger task to leave town for these jobs. Another big statistic for me is how much I'm working with out-of-town productions. In other words, jobs that are coming to the Pacific Northwest from some other part of the country. This is huge for me. 24 jobs were from traveling productions in 2024. That's 40%. And this is a statistic that did surprise me, but it's really helpful to do these exercises of looking at your statistics from the year. If this has shown me anything, it's that this is a reminder that people are finding me online, and it's really important for me to maintain a strong internet presence and make sure my website and social media are updated and get posted to often. Now, I am working as a gaffer on most of my work, but there are a few times I went out as a hammer. And what that means is I'm working as an electrician or a grip for another department head. 4 of the 60 jobs were me going out as some other crew position for another department head. The last category I tracked was who is reaching out to make the first contact for the job. In most cases, for me, it's either going to be the producer or the DP. And this has flip-flopped from the previous year. I had more jobs from the DP this year at 30 jobs, while only 20 of the 60 jobs came from the producer reaching out. You might have noticed that the total number of DP and producer jobs is only 50. Well, this year there's a third category for where the jobs came from, and that is crew recommendations. I had 10 jobs that came from other crew in town. Other gaffers, key grips, ACs. So I definitely want to give a big thanks to everybody who supported me in 2024. I appreciate you so much. And that is a look at my 2024. I encourage you, if you've never done an exercise like this before, to go back and look at your invoices and break down your jobs and just kind of understand where your work came from. There might be things that you're not even clued into until you start looking at some numbers that could really help you position yourself in a better place in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to posting more content and being more active on YouTube in 2025. See you soon.